Hi there, this is Mike of Nearly Enough Dice. This is episode 4 of The Fortress of Gate Gully, and it will appear to be the year 130. There you go. Now, I've been reading up on the double slit aquifer method, and I think I've worked out what I've done wrong. What I've done wrong there is I forgot to hit enter, because that was in fact giving me options to select, and I need to keep remembering that, otherwise I'm just sitting there staring at an unchanging screen, and that's no fun for anybody. Right, so here I have made a mess of pretty much everything. So this is where I've been trying to do my double slit. Ooh, I miss this. And apart from anything else, I've left these shouldn't be channels, these should be these should be downward stairways. So that's probably the first thing I need to do, is change that. Hopefully I can do it here and rescue this bit here. I might even be able to make that wall work. I'd get a lot of cancellations, but as long as the dwarf can actually touch it, it will gradually be being built. But I should actually deconstruct that wall and make a new one out of blocks, because that's quicker. Yeah, I think everything else is more or less okay, so I'm just largely going to leave everything going. So, okay, unpause. So, DZ. Might not be able to do it here. Might have to do it here. Yeah, I think so. And I don't know if my minds are actually going to be able to do it. So I may have to do clever things later on. In fact, I think the fact that the miners, none of my miners are triggering, so I think it's not working. So let's try another couple of things. Build B, capital C, downstairs. Now, can I build a downstairs here? Oh, seems to think I can. Just build that out of a good old-fashioned shirt. Okay, well, it's letting me designate them as being downward stairs. Oh, need to find coal, okay. Jobs, manager, queue, new order, charcoal, 30. Seeing as I've got a manager, I might as well let my manager manage. So it needs masonry, that's fine. I'm going to remove that building, go up a level. An animal has grown to become a stray blue peahen. I'm going to go upstairs and make sure the stray blue peahen is pastured. Looks like, yeah. Z, animals. So we've got stray dogs, some cats, They're both lady dogs, so I'm not going to get a dog explosion, and I've got lady cats, so I'm not going to get a cat explosion. Nor am I going to get a cow explosion, although a cow explosion would have been quite cool, because then I could make more cows, and then I would have a working meat industry of some description. I appear to have a hamster. No idea why I have a hamster. Do I still not have an appraiser with the broker skills? Slightly. Build, construct, wall. Okay. Enter, and we don't want to make it out of bars, we want to make it out of logs. Esk. Second wall of my stockade getting going. Right, so the downward stair has been made. Hurrah. So, therefore, the hope is, when I set the pump going, I can build an up-down stairway here. Which is, because that's the next actual step of the proper double slit mining, double slit aquifer kind of method. What are you doing? What about? Oh, making barrels. Cool. Just need my mason to mason. What are people doing? My mason is fishing. I think I might tell my mason to stop fishing. What have I got anyone doing plant gathering? Really not for any reason other than, is there anything interesting in the plant kind of line? I really need to be better at micromanaging my dwarves. Pairing off their labours is apparently a very clever thing you're supposed to be able to do. Specifically, you're making sure that a time-consuming labour, like fishing, is paired with another labour that isn't time-consuming, and certainly not time-critical, because a time-consuming labour like fishing, if I suddenly say I need this dug out, then I've got to wait till my fisher person has stopped fishing, which they may or may not do for quite some time. You become a clue here. Yeah. Don't have enough cloth just yet. Don't have any quarry bushes. I think my rock nuts need to be milled, and that should give. All my quarry bushes should be milled. I don't know how my Zed kitchen. I'm sure I had rock nuts, and I don't know what rock nuts turn into if they've been grown. I'm sure I thought I had some rock nuts, but I don't know what's happened to them. Now I've completely forgotten what I was going to do. Oh, okay. Missing animals. You're milling things, that's good of you. I like that, that makes me happy. We'll bring drinks from fruit, which I believe we've got. Well, we've got some parsnips. Was that fruit? Bananas, dates, apricot. Yeah, so we can make stuff from fruit. So you get on with that. Let's have a quick. No drinks though still. Okay, so maybe I don't have maybe I don't have anyone who can brew. Who looks bored? Oh, that might be why you're not brokering. Well, okay, if I just let the barrels get finished, you should get on with brokering. Then I'll have barrels, and then I can find somebody who can do some brewing. What's me Mason doing? Constructing the building. Where are you? Really look like you're constructing a building. Oh, there you are. Yeah, you're grabbing some. You got some chert. That's fine. Okay, so enter on the pump. So my surgeon should start pumping. Who misses? Time now. Is that not working? The unusable silty clay loam. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. I think that chert sitting in the middle of nowhere is causing problems. Whoops. Okay, can I? Would help if I press the right keys. Can I dump that? Don't really have a garbage pile. I'm going to make a garbage pile next to the refuse pile. Not a very big one. Garbage dump. Enter. Right. The problem is, if that chert is... Oh, this could be very annoying. Because that pump isn't reaching it. That pump's not working. It's not... It's clearly not extracting any water. I have a sneaking suspicion. Well, the only thing that makes sense is that that chert is sitting in the bloody way. Maybe it's the pile of mud. Can't do anything with that. Oh, that's aggravating, so I may need to make a new pump site. Right, so no water's coming out of my pump, so you might as well stop that, because that's not helping anybody. guess I can just wait to see if anyone's actually going to dump the bloody thing. Or I could make a new site, which I think is what I'm going to do. I've got enough to make another pump, so I'll leave that for the moment. Just in case. I still hold out some hope that no, they're clearly not dumping that. So I think I've broken that, so I want to go make some downward stairs. Downward stairway is J. Huh? There'd be no water there. I clearly don't know quite where this aquifer actually is. Okay. Alright, so up down stairways there. So those could end up damp. Right, I'm now officially confused. I may have broken it again. Because it's entirely possible I don't want those two dug out. Build, construct floor. Oh, still don't know the broker. I might have to get my expedition leader and tell him not to do anything except management and brokering. We'll see how that works. Trying to work out why I've got a two white thing there. Not quite sure why. I hope I'm not going to have to make yet a third double slit, because I've screwed up this second one as well. Right, just to quickly check. That has water on it. Right. Is there any reason why they're not doing that one? Just waiting for masonry. My mason's probably on a break, or... yeah, okay. Okay. J and Q. Yeah. Nope, my wood burner's not doing anything. I haven't run out of wood, have I? No, not run out of wood. My kitchen, have I picked up anything interesting? Plum wine! Ooh, 12 plum wines. Sweet. We'll turn off cooking for that. Because although you can cook with wine, and that's fine, for the moment I would like there to be actual alcohol lying around. Many plump helmets. We're not doing too badly for plump helmets. I'm going to make, because I've got those two mussels, I'm going to make them. Here we go. I should be able to make 2 easy meals out of that, I'm sure. From the mussels and plump helmets and that. She wants tea. Okay. Dimple cup spawn bag, good. Z stocks, what have I got? Plants, broadbean plant, pea plant. Grapevines, cranberry vines. Got some sand, sweet. Good on you. Let's go look at my glass furnace for a sec. Okay. Can I make glass? Nope. Add new task. Make raw clear glass. Let's see if it'll let me do that. No! Needs pearl ash. Okay. I think pearl ash... Let's make some green glass. Make raw green glass, if you let me do that. Hasn't instantly cancelled it, so I might be able to get some green glass. Where's me? There we are. Okay, so one floor's been made. Why are you not using a wheelbarrow to carry that rock? Daft dwarf. I wonder if I couldn't make... What is this? Early summer. Build farm plot. Trying to work out how I'd, so I would have thought out here, you know, all, oops, this is dense reed grass. How would I make that into a farm plot? You'd have thought I'd be able to do that somehow. Yeah, okay, I'll look that up. It's one of the things to look up. Okay, build. Screw pump. UKMH. Pump from east. I think I want pump from west. There you go. Got blocks. I've got one of them. I've got one of them. Gonna leave it a little bit before getting rid of the other one. I'm just kind of desperately hoping I can make it work. But then I can always deconstruct that pump to the south. Right, Q, look at the machine, enter, start pumping manually. See if my surgeon will deign to come and do some pumping. And we'll see what happens. Sod and all is what happens. I don't know what I'm doing. A human caravan has arrived. Oh, that's nice of them. Why is the water not pumping? Oh, okay. So I've got to remove the downstairs from the source tile, channel it out. Okay. Where's my fortress? DH. Meanwhile, grab things and chuck them into... I really need to start making some goddamn crafts. But we'll just chuck some metal bars in and that'll make me feel better. Got quite a lot of bars. Yeah, it'll do. So is that now inaccessible? He's got no job, so theoretically he should... why this hard? Why this so hard? Maybe it's the other way around. It's that top one I need. DZ. Get rid... No. DX. Get rid of that designation. Right. DH. Right. So at least someone's going to... Right, it was at this point that I very cleverly pressed the mute button on my headset. So the next 20 minutes has no audio, apart from the fact that I'm about to provide some audio here. So I'm going to try and remember what on earth I was doing at this point. The basic issue here is I wasn't quite understanding where I needed to next channel out, and specifically where I needed to next dig out some up-down stairways. I thought I needed to do it at this level, but actually I need to do it at the level beneath this. And that took me a long time to understand. Largely because there's a whole bunch of water in the way, and also because my pump operator is a bit enthusiastic. So he's actually making. He's pumping out so much water that the room fills up. Rather than, and then he goes, "Ah, there's too much water," and he runs away, which is slightly annoying. So you'll get to watch me faff about with that a bit. So that's going to be exceedingly exciting. Yeah, look at that. So you can see that he's quit pumping. So this I'm now channeling out the stairs on the right-hand side. I'm not entirely sure if this is actually true, but I formed the opinion that the stairway wasn't draining as fast as an actual channel would. I don't know if that's actually true. That's what I'm doing at this point, waiting for a miner to show up and do that. I think, and meanwhile, everyone's bringing stuff to the trade depot. And there goes a miner doing that. And now, yeah, setting it to be pumping again, so that my pump dwarf, Uemis's, can get on with that. But I suspect he's off hauling things to the trade depot right now. I cannot remember what I'm looking for at this point. I'm looking at this guy and I can't remember what it is I'm interested in, why I care about what he can do. Although I have noticed he's a marksdwarf. I should probably go back and find him and mark him as being a potential for a military. No, I have no idea what I'm doing at this point. I've completely forgotten why I care about this particular dwarf in such detail. But there you go. Yeah, something that also amused me is that some of the dwarves now would start using the holes there as water sources for drinking. Possibly because there weren't enough buckets near the well. Maybe, I don't know. So far I get some trading. I remember being very happy because up until this point, my broker hadn't brokered and thus didn't know the cost of anything, and so I was just kind of making up, trades and just, I have some iron bars. I have no idea how much they're worth. So this is the first time I was actually able to know how much I was spending, and then make sure that the trader got the right amount of profit, or at least some profit. Because these are humans, I think really all I'm taking from them is food. This is actually, I'm just getting wine at the minute here. And just kind of looking around. Because I've got my own iron in this particular case. If I didn't have surface iron, it probably would have been a good idea to grab some iron for melting. But luckily I didn't. I was having a look at seeds, I was thinking about seeds. But I actually I cannot remember if I actually have done this already. But I was trying to work out how to make an outdoor farm, and I couldn't work out how to do it because you can't seem to plant on grass or something. Looking at cloth bins because always need cloth, especially given I want bags for milled plants and such forth. I mean, I do have some pigtails, but I don't have enough yet to really have a good working, self-sufficient cloth industry. So grab a cloth bin. And now it's food. Food is always a good thing to get from humans because they have different food that you can't get from anywhere else, and the dwarves don't have. So it's a good variety, and that makes dwarves happy because they like having a variety of food. And food is relatively cheap. I mean, iron bars like 50, whatever that unit of currency is. They're 50 asterisks, which is not bad. And I get a lot of iron. I've got a lot of iron because I've got a lot of limonite. And so it's an excellent trade commodity. I mean, probably if I start making things like actual battle axes and stuff like that and start selling those, I'll make even more. It would be quite nice. And at this point, I'm looking for things that I think would make good booze. So fruit and stuff like that. Because I'm really nervous. I'm always nervous about brewing plump helmets. And cheese. I like cheese. You like buying cheese because again, that's something that the dwarves can't normally get. So that's trading done. Thank you very much. And then I untrade everything so that my dwarves don't kind of haul it around in all sorts of silly places. Prepared water buffalo eye. I'm not quite sure. I want to know what that is, or how you prepare water buffalo eye. So I'm back there looking at the pump, seeing what's going on, waiting for my pumper. There he is, pumping away. Now I'm trying to work out how long it takes me before I actually realise where I need to designate. Seriously, looking back at it now, this is just slightly shameful how long it's taking me. I don't think I've realised actually I've already designated up-down stairways, even though they're flashing at me like it's obvious. So I'm just kind of confused by all this. Given that there's 7 water, I can only assume that the pump operator has stopped again. From fear of all the water everywhere. So I'm just sitting there. I have no idea what I'm saying. Probably just some nonsense. Like I know. Oh, I think that was me nearly thinking about it. That was me nearly getting it. And then, have I got it? Yes. Yes, I have now understood. Yeah, someone's drinking from the channel there. So there goes the pump operator pumping away. And I think you can actually see, yeah, there's 2 white dwarves. That's the miners going down. And then fleeing, I think, because of all the water everywhere. So they haven't done it yet. But once... I mean, basically they just need to, the pump needs to go long enough for them to... Yeah, so you can see mist on the right-hand side, so they're doing it. It's now being designated. So I think the miners were able to get down there quickly enough. So there you go. Yeah, they have succeeded. Interesting. There's chert underneath there. What if that means that there's not very many levels of aquifer? So that's cool. So now that I've dug the left-hand side, obviously I need to dig the right-hand side. So I'm stopping the pumping. I'm then going to deconstruct the pump and then reconstruct it going the other way, so I can dig the other 2 downward stairways. And there's a mason come to take everything apart. It's a very wet room though, probably make an excellent farm. The failed attempt below it, I think it's really just going to be walled over and somehow concealed so no one ever realises how badly I messed up, because it was quite bad. So that's me placed it the other way. I suspect I'm thinking at this precise moment, which way do I want it to point, and then eventually I'll work it out. Because I get east and west and left and right mixed up all the time, so it's going to go, do I want it from the west? Do I want it from the east? Which way do I want it to go? Oh, I'm confused. So there you go, it's all set to get put back together. Conveniently all the bits are right there, so it's fairly rapid. Checking the state of planting. using the, you know, the meat bits, the stuff that isn't actually directly just edible, and making meals out of them. And so now that the pump's working, setting it going. And now I think I'm about to designate. Yeah, I think I'm just looking around, seeing what I've got. But I should designate now the next two up-down stairways in preparation for the pumpinating. So he's pumping away, and there go the miners. So they are digging out those up-down stairways 2 levels below this one. And now I can wall off the level below this level, and that's what I start to do. I'm consulting the wiki in another window while I'm going through all this, trying to work out what the heck's going on. So it's all about, okay, what do I, you know, where do I dig, where do I wall off, that kind of thing. So any moment now I should be designating mining on the top and the bottom of those 2 up-down stairways. Those north-south things there. Yeah, it takes me a while. Because now that I've dug the 2 stairways down the way, the aquifer is draining into them, which means that those areas are now safe for dwarves to use, so they can sit there and they can use it. The downside is that they are actually draining water, so the water level goes up and it goes down and goes up and goes down. So I'm now placing the walls, and I'm using blocks rather than just stone, because blocks get put up quicker. The issue is that because the water level keeps changing, every so often when a dwarf comes down and starts to work on one of the walls, the wall will be considered underwater, or that the construction site will be considered underwater, and construction gets suspended. But the thing is, every time a dwarf comes down and does even a little tiny bit, if it like touches the wall, and in fact if he touches it enough to suspend it, then that dwarf has actually put a little bit of construction in. And so by continuously unsuspending, you eventually end up with the whole thing completed. So the first time I unsuspended all 4 walls, and I worked out I was going to have to do a lot of unsuspending, so I decided to just keep on with that one wall. I'm going to keep doing that wall until that wall's done, which involved an awful lot of staring at the message screens. Because sometimes, you know, the last message, you know, they do suspend, you unsuspend, but the message still sits there saying they have suspended construction of a wall. So you may well see me quickly checking the messages screen just to clear that off. I don't know why I suddenly went to the... Oh, some migrants, and then some migrants turned up. I remember them. Quite a few migrants. There's 3 or 4 or something like that. I think I'll let him go. I mean, I probably have enough fishers, fisher persons, fisher dwarves. I'm pretty sure I'll let him go. He's a carpenter, which I quite like, so keep him as is. Cook, dye and presser, yeah, again, keep. I think I left, the herbalist. Not quite sure what I want with the herbalist, but I can't remember what herbalists do. And I think the only one I actually mess with at any amount, yeah, I think I mess with 2 of them. This guy here, because he's a competent swords dwarf and shield user, armor user, discipline, observer, dodger, and he does fishing. I think he's the only one I mess with, because basically I turn him into, I give him a soldier nickname, so he's called Soldier, a profession name, so that I can find him again. And I may turn off fishing. No, I think, yes, this guy I turn off fishing, because he's an engraver and mason.
and I could do with another mason, so I decided to not let him be a fisher person. I've left that other guy alone. But I've decided to turn off fishing because fishing and masonry is actually, and stone detailing, they're not very good mixes because fishing is very time-consuming job. They spend a lot of time fishing, which means obviously he won't be doing anything else for long periods of time, and also means you can't do anything time critical with a fisher dwarf. This is me making sure that the new pets get pastured so they don't die after death from not knowing what to eat. But yeah, the problem with one of the many problems with fishing is that you can't do anything time critical because they'll be off fishing instead of doing whatever it is you want them to do, which is obviously bad. So you don't want to match two long-term things. So masonry would be like, if I want to suddenly make a whole bunch of coffins, that's two long-term labours, and that's not a good thing. So I'm finishing up the wall, unsuspending it. Now it's finished. Now I'm going to spend a lot of time now doing the rest of the walls. So I'm just going to fast forward through this. And I think the music sounds hilarious at this point. So I'm doing the four corners. That's me done the four corners. This is about 5 times speed, so you can get an idea of how long it takes. I originally tried to do that north wall, but then I decided to follow the wiki slightly more exactly and do the east and west first. So yeah, again, lots of suspensions, doing each wall one at a time. There were a whole bunch of baby announcements at one point as well, like 3 or 4 babies born at the same time, just one after another. Is quite extraordinary. Yeah, that's the start of them. There's just 3 or 4 baby announcements, one after another. So I'm constantly getting interrupted and the game being paused, and like, okay, fine. So that's the east and west walls nearly done, but now done. So now I need to do the north and then south walls. And, that's work. I think these took a little bit more in terms of cancellations to do. So I'm quite glad that I speeded this up. This would be immensely tedious to just watch. Very likely I'm going to do much the same. Oh yeah, making more blocks so just in case I don't want to run out. This would be very tedious to watch at full speed because this would be like 10 minutes or something. Just watching me unsuspend things. So now I'm doing the south wall. I'm digging out where the pump is going to be. Just digging that out as a floor because I'm going to put the pump on it, and then digging out the relevant, putting in the relevant wall. And there you go. That's me completed the first level of the aquifer. The drilling down through the aquifer. Only I have no idea how many more levels to go. And that's when I decided to save the game. So I hope you enjoyed that, especially that last minute sprint through the double slip method of dealing with an aquifer. I will either just run through the rest of it off screen and just, you can rejoin me when I've finished getting through the aquifer, or I'll speed it up because I think that was actually quite funny. So feel free to come and subscribe to the Nearly Enough Dice YouTube channel, if I can actually pronounce it, and you can also find us at www.nearlyenoughdice.com, which is our website where you can find our podcast and blog and various other bits and pieces. Our YouTube channel, which you can subscribe to, has Let's Plays of various things. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.